Who wants to do the What's Up Nutters?
What's up, Nutters? Is my mic peaking, by the way?
Well, it is now. After you screamed
at it. What's up, Nutters?
I can't believe my microphone would do that.
Nutters?
So, well, I like the little flamboyance you put on that.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen the video of the guy who like talks about how much of a pussy he isn't, and then he takes a handful of hornets?
Yes! Oh my god, I've seen that video!
While singing his own theme song while he's like chewing on the hornets.
What?
Yeah, he goes. Dun, 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 dun. You wanted that motherfucker? I'm that motherfucker. Dun, 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 dun.
Wait, he eats hornets?
Yeah. So he's talking about like how he's like a real one, and then he just finds like hornets that are on his front porch and grabs a handful of them and just eats them.
No, he doesn't grab a handful of hornets. He grabs the whole nest.
Oh yeah, he grabs the nest and he just eats
the nest.
Hey, man, the nest is the tastiest part.
He's singing his own hornet-eating theme song.
Yeah, and the whole time he goes dun 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 dun.
And that's why I'm saying that I think the Chucklenuts should have a hornet-eating theme song for the next time we meet up and do that.
Oh, we should eat hornets. Yeah, that's a good idea.
We should eat bees. I think we should just like eat bees.
Instead of that fucking concoction CyberWizard made, we should eat hornets.
Yeah. Grandma's special.
I think we should just grab some bees and eat them.
I think that
it's
eating
like
them with your hands.
Sand challenge, except it's a handful of bees.
However, I think eating them in handfuls is rather uncivilized. I'd rather prefer to have my fork and knife in my bee-eating bib for this, but I would totally be down for such an exquisite
don't mind
meal.
if I do.
Pounds on the table. I want more.
This is me grabbing the bees and eating them. I go. Wow.
Oh god! Imagine like.
See, I prefer to eat my bees by flicking my tongue out really, really fast.
You're like a dog, like eating. You're like drinking water like a dog, but you're like lapping up bees.
I was thinking more like a chameleon.
Oh.
Nutters, today we are talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about class
bees.
balance today.
How we balance the classes.
Let's see how long we stay on topic.
I would make the Pyro shoot out a bunch of bees from his flamethrower.
I'd make an item for the scout. It's a big mouth, and he just eats the bees that come out.
So what if a scout like had like a soda can item, like a reskin of the Bonk Atomic or like the Criticola, but he just eats a handful of bees and then gets mini crits while singing his own like bee eating theme song.
A lunchbox item that's just an entire hornet nest, and you just take a fucking bite out of it.
Zenith, I don't know.
The scout, you take damage over time.
I don't know who's editing this one. Can we have like a looping gif of the guy eating the wasp nest in the corner for the entire
time?
thing?
The entire time.
Oh yeah, I hope you're liking the gameplay we're putting in the background now. We thought your ADHD-addled brains would appreciate some dopamine in the background.
What's the record gameplay?
Now put some Subway Surfers in the bottom left corner.
Oh yeah,
and then some Family Guy funny.
We did this joke in the live action podcast, and it was a bitch to edit. I veto this bit.
No.
Okay, now do it again. Now put sand cutting videos, and now put tongue scrapers.
Stop. Okay, Zenith, you're officially editing this one. You're officially editing this one.
Okay, and now put
a picture of the What Show eting sand.
Put SpongeBob music in, and it's the one that goes.
Okay, anyway. So we here at the Chucklenuts are turning a new leaf, and we have a timer that's going to be in the corner. The What Show's going to edit a timer in the corner.
I'm not. Zenith's editing this one. You guys lost me already.
And it's going to count down the length of time we're talking about the topic, because we've been informed by Jimmy Kimmel that if we clickbait again, he's going to take us off the air, and he's going to come to our house and get 1,000 kills with a shortstop. So
his air blast overpowered.
Jimmy Kimmel threatened to get 1,000 kills on his personal shortstop.
He's gonna give us bees to eat.
We're the kills. Yeah, he's gonna unleash bees on our house if we don't talk about the topic. So we are going to be talking today about how, if we had to like rebalance or rework TF2 classes, how we do it. And also, because like let's see, I main like Scout and Pyro. Zenith mains. What do you mean?
Big Chungus.
You mean Big Chunk? What class is that? What class does Big Chungus play?
It's on the PS4. So.
Like, okay, so like if... What?
You know Big Chungus on the PS4?
That's my favorite PS4 game. One of the 4 PS4 games.
Editor, put up the PS4 game Big Chungus.
Oh my god. I can't believe they named it the PS4 after how many games were on the platform.
They did the same thing with the PS5.
Every game.
Editor, put up the entire list of PS5 exclusive games.
I hope you have fun with this one, Zenith.
Editor, put this tweet I'm looking at right now. It's called "This Some Real Fat Ass Activities."
You're not even gonna put it in the group chat, so I'm gonna have to go hunting for it.
Wait, I'll put it in the group chat.
Editor,
Okay,
can
you're editing
find
this one, though.
A video of bees and like mask out every individual bee and put that like green screen bee swarm over the gameplay.
Editor, take off the timer. Fuck Jimmy Kimmel. All right, let's talk about dicks in our ass.
No,
How
not
many
dicks
can
in
you
our
fit?
ass. Rework
Dicks
the
in our
class.
ass.
Imagine doing the
Dicks in
chubby
our
bunny
ass.
challenge, but it's dicks in your ass.
dicks in our-
You know,
dicks
and
in
you
our
go,
ass.
"Oh, chubby bunny." Editor,
So-
put up
Editor,
the What's
sing me a
Patreon
song.
link, because he has a Patreon now. Clap it up.
Clap it up,
Me?
baby.
Yeah,
I don't know by the time this episode's up if it's
We're gonna-
public, but yeah.
we're gonna
I'm
have an uncensored podcast on there because we are too
Yeah.
lazy to do it on the Chucklenuts.
And we're also
So-
too racist to release
How
the
would
things that we
we-
say sometimes.
How would we rework Scout?
Scout, he shoots bees.
Okay,
Okay,
so
good.
let's,
So Soldier.
Let's assume. Okay, that's it. Scout
Hold
just
on,
has.
I feel like I have a way to make this debate more interesting. Like I'm thinking, I can't think of a way to majorly rework any class, so I'll just be
I
like,
can.
I'll be the control group. I'll be like
Okay.
in defense of modern
I
TF2,
think-
and like you try to change it, I'll argue it.
Oh, you're stealing my video concepts now. You're stealing my famous In Defensive series. I
I
understand.
think
Yeah,
they
in
should
defense
replace
of
the scattergun
TF2.
with a single bee. Scout just pulls out
Just
one
one
bee and
giant
I
lets
think
it
bee.
go.
Scout's fun.
No, like
giant-
a regular
giant
sized bee.
I like the way
there is
Scout
a
is
bee
right
themed
now.
scattergun though.
Oh yeah, the killer bee, bro.
killer bee.
Dude, we predicted it. That's like the
Dude.
future
Oh
update.
my god.
After this video, the killer bee scattergun stock is gonna go so
Dude, you
up.
remember the killer
Dude.
bees in Wind Waker?
Remember the killer bees like in my backyard that I
In Wind
that I
Waker,
ate
there were these
as I
4
sang my
kids,
theme
and they'd
song?
like circle around you, and you had to play hide and seek against them. And there's one kid named Ivan. I thought he was so fucking cool. I'll put a
Oh my
picture.
God.
Editor, put up Ivan.
Remember in
Wait.
Sly Cooper 3, Tony the killer bee, he wants to go eat his mama's spaghetti. He wants to be buried in her sauce.
Look, it's
Mm,
Ivan,
what?
the killer bee.
What if they played hide and seek with bees in real life and they let you hide and then they unleash 30,000 bees?
Editor,
If
make
any
my
of them
profile
found you
picture
and
Ivan
still
from
knew
the
you
Killer
lose.
Bees.
Editor, make my picture just a regular honeybee.
Yeah, you're
Editor.
editing this one, Zenith.
Editor,
Have
put a
fun.
fart noise right now.
Editor, make my profile picture a sexy bee. I mean, no.
Ooh.
There's a subreddit for that too. I'm not
Sexy
kidding.
bee. Is it
Sexy
hippie
bees.
fuck
Oh,
bees?
I know what that one's called.
This is
I
our
know what that
most
one's
degenerate
Yeah, it's called
episode
honey
yet.
fuckers. No, this
Honey
is my
fuckers.
origin story. Me and my
What
friend in
degenerate?
high
What?
school.
Zenith, we talked about urethral sounding for an hour, and you're saying this because we were talking about
No,
bees?
Brick talked about it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Brickiest
Yeah, it was
Brick came
entirely
on the
Brick's
podcast,
idea.
Yeah, and that's why he's never gone on again. 'Cause we kicked him
can't
off.
trust him to not talk about sounding. So I kind of agree though that Scout is fine. I can't really think of many ways. I think Scout is probably one of the most well-designed classes of the moment.
I
Except
really love how he's played. Like,
He's kind of ugly though, huh?
Yeah, he's
Right.
kind of the least sexist class.
serious
Yeah.
conversation.
After going to PAX,
I think it'd be a lot
think
sexier if
that
he was a
I hate
bee.
Boston, and I think that they should change his location to New Jersey.
Dude, fuck
But other than
Boston,
that, it's
right?
fine.
Jesus Christ. You guys doubted me, and then we had
But
to direct
Strongbad was in Boston.
Christ.
Oh wait, we gotta rework heavy weapons by giving him the Fun Machine 5000.
This is
Guys,
new
we
program.
gotta find Strongbad. We gotta find him.
We're not doxing Strongbad. That's
No,
horrible.
we're not gonna dox him. We gotta find his Discord, and we'll put him on the podcast.
But yeah, no, Scout is the only class that I can say all of his primaries feel unique and are also pretty balanced.
Not even Soldier?
so fun.
You'd rework Soldier?
Soldier, I don't know. There are a couple of weapons that I would, but I think Soldier is fine. Honestly, if I had to rework the base class of Soldier at all, I would slightly turn down the rocket damage. Not much, but maybe from
No, I
90,
disagree. I think Soldier's
Yeah, I
fine.
90
think it's in a
base to
fine place.
80
I think
base
Soldier's
or
fine.
something.
Nah, 80 bases too. Think about how shit the Liberty Launcher is, and think about
Liberty
that's
Launcher
what-
has 64 base though. So
Still
that's,
mid.
What about the airstrike then?
Or no, it's 72 base. Airstrike is it's all right. It's
Yeah, it's
more
all
so
right.
that I don't know. I think that Soldier's just easy, but it's I don't know how to rework him.
I think Soldier's fine. I think he's
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
banners though.
I think
honest to
I think
God.
class wise, if we're talking about fine classes, I think fucking most of them are. I think Scout, Soldier, I would argue Demo and Heavy.
Demo's mostly fine. I would personally I would nerf Demo Knight though. I
And
think that
Medic.
he's really good. He's the easiest class in the game. What I would do is I would make it
Demo
so,
Knight.
Yeah, if you get
I-
air blasted once, your shield just breaks and you can't use it anymore.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I think that Demo Man has too many sticky bombs. That's my opinion.
Yeah, 8 is a lot of them, but
8 is a lot, and like on top of the 4 grenades, you just have fucking 12 100
Right,
damage explosives
but-
that you could just like throw out before you even have to reload.
the problem
Being able to
is with
shoot such a
Demo-
hot, sticky load on the enemy team at like with such a massive load like that, I just don't think that's
And-
balanced.
and
Dude,
you're
TF2
Really?
is so woke. I don't even get how like how these people think it's like this racist game. Like it's so woke. You
Yeah,
Yeah,
come
they-
shot on people's faces as sniper. You blow people's backs out as spy.
you shoot
throw
hot,
it back
sticky
as
loads
Pyro
as
with the air
demo.
blast.
Yeah, I mean, my game isn't racist. I have a black character.
When you cap the point, you're converting it. Like, come
Yeah,
on,
it's like-
the writing's
it's
on
like-
the wall.
It's a team reassignment surgery that you're doing on the point as you capture it.
Yeah, the writing's on the wall, and people just
Yeah.
they don't realize it. It's actually kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
And okay, I shouldn't say that. Anyway, yeah, no, Soldier is fine. Demo, it's like the weakness of Demo is that you're spending a lot of time reloading. So even though when you're in the fight you're really powerful, when you're out of the fight you're out for a pretty long time compared
Until
to a
you
lot of
pull
other
out your
classes.
bottle and just random crit whoever comes up to you.
Well, that's an issue with random crits. The issue too is that you don't really have much defense at close range. I know when I play Demo, if a scout rushes me, it's like either I hit my pipes perfectly, or I just die. So it's like that's the weakness. I think Demo.
You got to use the quickie bomb launcher more then.
I do
think you shouldn't
actually. I do,
miss.
but then if you use the quickie bomb, then you do sacrifice like long range damage or like I guess crowd control. So that's fine. I think that medic is like barring a couple weapons fine
The
as he is.
vaccinator.
The
The
vaccinator.
vaccinator.
The vaccinator
the
is
worst item in the
weapon
game.
The most aged weapon in the game.
Editor, put up Squidward.
I also wish that medic had
Editor,
like,
put up
more
Squidward
options.
suicide.
Honestly, like the best
gonna commit Squidward
solution
suicide.
for like making medic more fun is something that one of my subscribers came up with, which is like a throwable jar that replaces your melee that basically does like a similar thing to the crossbow, but in an area of effect. And it's like that
Oh,
would
so
allow
it's like
you.
a throwable amputator taunt.
Yeah, pretty much. And that would allow you to choose whether you want a lot of healing but no self-defense, or you can like run a syringe gun because you still have the burst healing that's like in the form of the jar. So it's like I think varying up the ways that medic can play and also like allowing combat medic to still support the team I think would be a lot of fun. Because I know like Overwatch has some combat medic.
Yeah,
characters
you
that are
know,
really
you know
fun.
Baptiste in Overwatch.
Baptiste.
So basically,
Weird.
take for those who don't know, basically take Demo Man's grenade launcher and make it so it heals teammates when it splashes the ground instead of damaging enemies.
Yeah.
Imagine like a concept for like a medic primary like that.
And also, imagine if the amputator worked like Bridget, where like instead of taunting, like if you hit someone, you get the regen effect for a little bit.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool.
That would be so fun. Honestly, there are so many ways to make medic more interesting than just like keep your teammates on a little puppy leash, but it's like I think he's fine. Now let's get to the classes that do need reworked. Let's start with Pyro.
Pyro. His
Fuck
flamethrower
Pyro.
shoots bees.
Fuck him.
Flamethrower
Okay.
shoots bees.
I think
Whoa.
yeah, he should have the bee thrower. That would be
Yeah.
like it just what if it was like a Terraria reference where it was like the magic like bee gun where you just shoot out like homing bees.
Once had the gas passer, he throws a wasp nest and then it like
just
stings the players.
And then when you taunt with it, he eats it and restores health.
Yes.
Oh, dude, do you know how much that would like increase the price of the beehive hat?
Oh my god.
Oh my god! And he eats the beehive.
The Chucklenuts cosmetic. I wish I had my own bee eating theme song. Like I can't believe I've not thought about that yet.
Write one.
That's true. I need to start scripting my bee theme song.
Yeah, who says you can't have one?
Real talk though, why the fuck does Pyro even have that like beekeeper hat?
Because he eats bees. I mean,
Because
I mean,
he eats
maybe-
them. Yeah, like what?
Why do they have a
Okay,
boot
so-
on their head?
you know like
I
the
could buy
cones
like the
that you
boot.
put
I
on
would,
dogs.
just like the boot is one thing. The beekeeper thing is like it's such a specific fucking hat for a specific profession, and like nothing else goes with it.
Do you hate beekeepers? Are you a bee?
I'm
phobe?
beasist.
Beasist.
It's an actual crime that there's an unusual bee effect and it can't be on the bee hat. Like
That's so dumb. That's so fucking dumb.
Okay, so I have a.
Isn't there like a
s-
festive like Christmas lights unusual
a
effect and it
brief
can't go on the
side
industrial
tangent.
festivizer?
yeah,
Yeah.
That's so fucking dumb. God damn it. I hate people.
so
I hate bees.
my
I also hate
roommate
bees. I'm beasist.
was at some like summer camp when he was a kid, and apparently like, he would just say like bee, like just like that, like a really hard bee, and it, like
Bee!
everyone at the camp would do it, and like they would just say it to each other. They go like B, and
B.
finally one of the camp counselors got really fed up. He's like, the next person that says B is getting sent home. And then immediately one of the kids goes C.
Mordecai and Rigby, don't say B or you're fired.
And it's like, I'm proud. You know, I was so proud that he was able to troll at that capacity at such a young age. Anyway, I think that Pyro, I think he has a couple issues. Speaking as the resident Pyro main, right? I hate that WM1 is the most encouraged way to play. We were talking about this before we started the podcast, but like the fact that ramp up is like gradually increased over time, so you're rewarded for WM1ing versus like if you started at maximum damage and then you have it decrease over time, so like eventually it's better to switch off to another weapon like hit a flare or shotgun or something. That's dumb. I don't think Pyro should be played like that. And the other thing is like Afterburn. It's really stupid that you can like engage in a fight with a Pyro and win very quickly, but because you got hit by the weapon that barely needs to aim, you take like 90
Take
damage.
max Afterburn. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that when you kill the Pyro, Afterburn should be extinguished. And it's like, I know that's like a harsh nerf, and a lot of people who suck at Pyro will be mad, but I will stand by that.
See, I like that because I hate Pyro, but I don't know. That could be contentious to like Pyro mains, just because like whenever I play Pyro,
Yeah,
and
but
like
they're
I
pyro
kind
mains. They're not people like you and me.
Pyro mains,
True.
I'll throw you a bone. Every weapon gets the degreaser switch speed, so you can combo with every weapon.
But when I
And not just
kamikaze
the
in,
degreaser.
it's just like, it's like if someone would die to Afterburn, I kind of want that, just because like you risk your life to get that kill, and then like
Well, you shouldn't risk your life to get kills. You should kill them. Like
Well,
if
that's
you
how you play the game, but
Yeah, are you
listen,
encouraging
yeah,
every
but listen,
pyroman to
listen.
like a
What?
pussy?
If you kamikaze in as scout and you whiff shots and you don't kill the person, then guess what? You shouldn't be rewarded
Yeah,
by
there's no real whiff
that person
potential.
magically like taking collapse stacks and dying. It's like
Okay,
no.
but what about the Boston Basher? That encourages you to go in for a kamikaze. You die.
Well, that is a weapon.
you-
That's not a class mechanic, and also you have to get into melee range, which can miss pretty easily. Versus
I mean,
Pyro,
Pyro
who
range
just
is
holds
more or less
W
melee
and
range.
M1. No, it's pretty.
I tell you
big.
this:
Like,
in every 1v1 with a damage class, Pyro loses DPS wise.
yeah.
They're
So that's why I'm saying that you reverse the flame damage, so you get more flame damage up front, and you make it so all the weapons on Pyro have the degreaser switch speed, so you can combo into flares or shotgun really quickly. That gets you a lot of damage, but I don't think we need to like worry about Afterburn at that point.
all right. But what if you puff a scout? All right, that you do like 20 damage. You get a flare crit, but then they kill you, and then they only have like 5 health left.
Well,
I think you
what if-
deserve the kill on that scout.
Here's the thing, though. The scout made the decision to where he could have retreated and gone to a health pack, but he decided to make a high-risk, high-reward play,
That's
go in for the
victim
kill.
blaming.
And because he was able to kill you before he died and survive on 5 health, the scout should be rewarded for that. I don't think you should be, like, rewarded for the Pyro for dying and coming close. Like, that, like, coming close is such a stupid
Coming
argument.
close.
I,
The writing's on the wall once
God,
again.
coming close. This stupid.
My problem with Pyro, I said this before, I want to say it again. My main problem with him is that I feel like there's no potential for him to miss, which means that instead of actually fighting, like when you fight another class, when you fight like a scout, a demo, even a heavy to some extent, because he does technically have to hit his shots, they have the potential to completely whiff, and you have the potential to outmove him, outmaneuver. When it comes to, or even like sniper, you know, even though people think, oh, there's no skill, he does have to hit the shot. But when it comes to Pyro, when it comes to Pyro, there is, if you're in the position to engage with him and do the max amount of damage, he's probably in the position to be able to do damage to you, right? Or he's flanked you, or he's done something like that. And when he's in that position, you're pretty much fighting on a timer. So if you're in that position with any other class, like if a scout gets behind and he has the jump, he still has to perform and hit the shot, right? The Pyro doesn't. So you are fighting on a timer to either kill this class or get completely melted. And I feel like that's just not fun to fight against. That's why I like the Dragon's Fury out of all items.
Yeah, I think that should be like, if we rework Pyro from the ground up, that should be the base of the flamethrower.
Yeah, that should be the
Yeah,
standard.
I like the
think.
Dragon's Fury just because I feel like it has a whiff potential, so there's more reward to actually
And it
hitting
does
your shots. I
dummy
don't know.
damage if you hit shots. It is insane. If
It
you
is
hit
very
good.
fun to use. But yeah, that's
I
why
think-
I hate fighting Pyro. And when I complain about Air Blast, it's because that window of time that you have to actually like attack the Pyro is so tiny that he could just practically guess in that window when you're going to shoot. If you're playing like Soldier or Demo, or even if you're playing like Scout or something, just to get you away, Like if you hit a shot, he'll air blast you away. And that window is so small that it's very easy to predict, I feel like. And I don't know, maybe I'm fucking schizo and people in comments will yell at me, but
weapon reskins and I think that's about right. I mean, I think that again, if every weapon worked like the Dragon's Fury, and also you reworked it so the hitbox actually matched up with like the model, and it didn't flashbang you when you fired, and the air blast wasn't really slow, it's like then I think that would be fine. And also if you could animation cancel like M1 into air blast, honestly that would be really fun.
That would be pretty cool
love
actually.
Pyro. But yeah, it's like Pyro just needs a lot of work. I think the point of the class is kind of dumb, and it's like if we're not going to do that, at least encourage comboing so your issue of like you're on a timer isn't as big of an issue. Where it's like, yes, you can still hold M1, but if you like burn people for more than like 3 or 4 seconds, then you're only doing half damage. I think that's a fair way to do it. So that way you're rewarded a lot more for like hitting flares or going in for an extinguisher kill. And it's like that in those instances where Pyro pulls out another weapon and can't air blast you, then you can go in. So you have to be kind of smart about fighting him. But
yeah, I know that's
kind of my thoughts.
I know it's controversial. There's people like what's their name?
Zesty Jesus.
The what? Who
No.
thinks that Pyro's a fine class?
No, there's people like
Zenith who complains about air blast.
Shut the fuck up.
Whiny
Okay, let me
bitch.
talk. There's people like Distorto on Twitter who post clips, and what they do is they use like the jetpack and they like fucking b-hop with it with the back burner, and they get some nutty ass clips, right? Like they're really cool, and I think that's actually really cool to do. And I feel like he'd disagree with me, or he disagree with the whole combo idea. Which it's a fair argument. Like you can hate it, but that's just how I feel about fighting Pyro.
I feel
guess
like Pyro just needs to be like I feel like Pyro could stay largely the same as long as the flamethrower wasn't so fucking stupid and you actually needed to aim it. Like if you just had to keep the fucking center mass of the flamethrower on your fucking target and couldn't just wiggle your mouse around, then sure, that'd be fine. And there'd be more of that whiff potential, you know what I mean?
To talk about Bizarro or whatever his name was, Distorto. I think that like if he's doing that, like yeah, he can hit the nutty B hops, but in the ideal combo potential scenario, it's like yeah, he would hit one puff of the back burner from behind, which would do a lot of damage, and then he'd finish him off with the extinguisher, and that would kill in the same amount of time, and he can't just like caveman brain killing people.
Monkey.
So
what do you think about this? Just kidding, I don't care.
Nope, I get to speak my piece. I get to speak my piece.
Nope.
all right,
Yep.
tell us why we're
Hoper.
actually wrong
Hoper.
and why
We were
Pyro's
talking about-
fine.
I'm the what? I think that all classes in TF2 are fine at a base level, and so I'm playing devil's advocate for TF2.
Can we get like a prerequisite question? Because your takes are clearly fucking stupid. So
Yeah, you're
how
stupid.
many
You're
how
dumb.
many bees do you have to eat to get to this level of?
I
mental
eat way more
degradation?
bees than any of you ever.
And what's your theme song? I bet it's not even cool. Oh, okay. That is pretty cool. You
That's
know,
pretty
I'll back
cool,
off.
right?
I'll back
I'm
off.
honestly
Alright.
kind of scared of him now.
So
All
my
right, you
thought
know-
on Pyro is like, you guys were talking about this earlier, and it's like you guys hated Pyro's damage over time, right? And I think damage over time is what makes Pyro unique. Like, if you remove that, then I think it makes encounters of Pyro a lot more stale. And if you know me, I like variety. If every class in TF2 was samey, it wouldn't be a game I really enjoyed.
So variety's like having to run for a health pack because you.
Yes!
Yeah, that's
It's
that's
damage
variety.
over time.
Well, no, Zenith,
That's
think
not
about
That's how
good
it works.
variety.
Zenith, think about how many different directions you can possibly run to find out. That's a lot of variety.
No, FishStick was talking about this.
No.
There's so many ways to nullify Afterburn. Pretty much
It's
every
true.
class has a way to nullify Afterburn.
But is that-
Plus
but you
there's
shouldn't have
medics,
to equip a
dispensers,
single
health packs.
weapon.
But doesn't that just
Be honest,
amplify
be
the
honest.
point that Afterburn is stupid and it
Be
needs these
honest.
fucking
How many
changes?
times? How many times do you die to Afterburn?
A lot, dude. Imagine
Then that's
the
a
scorch
fucking
shot.
you problem.
The scorch shot. I remember I was playing Soldier. I got scorch shotted at 110 health and I died. to Afterburn.
The scorch shot doesn't actually kill people. It's just annoying. Shut up.
No, it's actually if you can't find a health pack or you're in a position where you're not near one, like bro, it actually sucks. I hate
here,
it.
I have to.
I think damage
keep
over
the,
time as a mechanic's dumb. Like I hate that mechanic.
Yeah.
You're ruining the fucking narrative that so
Here.
many people are just trying to tell me every single day of my fucking life.
Shut up, you
I have
whiny
to keep
bitch.
the editor. I have to keep the
No!
editor on his toes. So I'm gonna say weapon reskin and be quiet.
God damn it, Zenith, you're editing this one.
So
Better put up
anyway,
Weapon reskins in TF2 of
anyway, I'm saying that like damage over time is annoying. Like, even if I don't die from Afterburn, you can't argue that it is a fun and engaging mechanic to where if I'm a scout, I'm fighting a pyro, I do 2 perfect meat shots and kill him in the fastest possible time, but he landed like a puff of fire on me, and I take 90 damage and get finished off by a gibbous spy with a revolver. It's like, that's not fun. It's like, even if I don't die from the Afterburn, even if I can deal with it, it's still not fun. I don't think it's something that you should encourage people to put up with.
Well, consider how many classes we're gonna have to talk about where it's just like there's nothing you can possibly do about fighting them being unfun, like sniper and spy.
Well, we'll get to those when we get to those.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Like you can't those are core mechanics based around the class, just the same as Afterburn and damage over time. So I say if you're gonna keep shit like insta-kill headshots and insta-kill backstabs, then you go ahead and keep damage over time.
Yeah, I think
Afterburn.
I think if the only argument is it's unfun to fight, then it shouldn't be nerfed or anything. Because you can argue anything's unfun to fight in this game.
Let me reiterate. I think that damage over time, especially on Pyro, is a very good mechanic if he's alive. Because if you run from a Pyro encounter and he is able to tag you, especially again assuming we're doing other changes, it's I think then you should have to find a health pack and you're on a timer. And especially Pyro takes advantage of the damage over time because he has a lot of weapons that do crits on burning enemies, which is cool. I think that encourages specific tech that is unique to Pyro. But if I
flares
kill
are
the
easy.
Pyro,
Flares
are
flares
they're
are
kind
easy.
of easy.
They're easy. Sorry, I have to say they're easy.
Stop being racist. We're trying to have a genuine
I
argument.
oh my god, it's actually so easy, dude. Pyro's so fucking easy.
Hitting 2 rockets
Pyro
on people's feet is
so
hard.
Easy. Pyro's so easy.
Hitting 2 meat shots.
I don't even get it. It's like you hit a
really
medic
hard.
arrow, but it's a 90 damage crit. It's actually the most stupid shit in the world. Flares are so easy. Sorry, I had to say it. Flares are easy.
But it's tech. It's more tech than a lot of other classes have, and I think that if we're redesigning Pyro, I think a lot of games have a high tech character that has a pretty, relatively high skill floor. I think Pyro should be that one personally. I think he has a lot of potential, just in all of his weapons that do crits to burning enemies, and all of his weapons that have specific ways to use them to their maximum potential. You could easily convert Pyro into that, but
you want to convert Pyro?
Damage over time is fine. Thank you. Damage over time is fine if the Pyro is alive, but if you win a fight with a Pyro, I don't think you should be punished by taking 80 more damage because, oh, boo-hoo, the Pyro might get sad that he died and lost the fight.
What about the Cleaver? What about the Boston Basher? What about the Southern Hospitality?
I would be fine making bleed work the same way. Honestly, I'd be fine making bleed work the same way, where it's if a scout tags you with the Cleaver, but then you kill him, then the bleed is gone. I think that's fine. That's fair.
Yeah, I don't like bleed either. I don't like it. It's tough.
It's your terms
actually,
are
I think bleed is
acceptable.
worse. I think bleed is worse because you can't negate it as easily. You can't negate it as easily. At least you have fucking water and Girardi and all and danger shield and all that shit. For bleed, you're just fucked, bro. Oh my god.
But the thing about bleed though is that it's a lot harder to apply because either the scout has to hit a projectile or get into your melee range.
Oh, but it's still annoying when you get hit.
Scout is basically the only character that can do it.
But with the quick scope, argument, it doesn't matter how hard it is because once you get hit by it, it fucking sucks. You're damn it.
I guess. But it's not an instant kill. It's if you get hit by bleed, it's I don't know. But yeah, no, I think that's we should, all damage over time effects should extinguish or disappear once you kill the person who applied them. I think that's fair.
All right, so imagine this. You're a Pyro, you're on the back line, you sneak up on the medic, you get the drop on him, you puff him, you pop him into the air with the flare gun. Okay, you've done 120 damage. Spy comes up, backstabs you, medic lives. I think the medic should die. I think the medic should die.
Imagine this. You're a scout and you're running and you have the force of nature and you pop up a medic into the corner and you deal 120 damage and then the the spy backstabs you. I think that scout should also have damage over time then.
He does.
You don't feel sad when you don't.
I
think
bleed.
You know what? I think that every weapon should have damage over time so you don't feel sad when you barely miss a kill.
Every weapon should have
that's
poison on it.
realistic.
Oh my
because
God,
when you shoot someone with a bullet, they start to bleed.
I think that if you shoot someone, the medic, instead of healing you with a medigun, because that's really sci-fi, that's unrealistic.
Yeah, it's not realistic. And also bullets should spread randomly.
All right, but here's the thing.
Simulator when you go up to a teammate and then you have to pull the bullet out with tweezers.
Scout is burst damage. Pyro is sustained damage with damage over time.
I'm arguing to make Pyro burst damage via combo tools. Have you not been listening?
But that
to what
makes the game.
saying?
I'm saying that makes the game kind of samey. I like the variety of having sustained damage over time. That's what I'm trying to
What has
do.
a point? Because
Argument sucks.
I have to disagree.
As much as
Wait.
I like the Dragon's Fury, it is kind of just like slower, fatter Scout.
Yeah, I like the variety where some characters are fun to fight and some aren't. If every character was fun to fight, that would be really samey.
And I'm saying I don't think that
Listen.
damage over time is that fun to fight.
Are you fuckers actually saying that Scout is fun to fight?
Honestly,
I like fighting
yeah.
Scout. Yeah.
I don't mind it.
I fucking hate fighting.
Why do you guys
Really?
play this fucking
What
game? You hate
classes-
every class.
Fish, what class do you main?
Sniper?
Okay, well, no wonder.
Yeah, that fucking sucks. No, I agree. But like, if you're playing like any other class, Scout's pretty fun
No,
to fight.
dude,
I think it's pretty
no,
interactive.
Honestly,
I think it's
even
fucking
as Pyro,
annoying.
even as Pyro, I don't mind fighting Scout because it's a test of like, can I like hit a flare? And if I can hit a flare, then it's like a test of like.
Yeah, even as Pyro, like, yeah, I actually like doing that. I like testing my flare aim.
Listen, like that's nice for Pyro. For if I'm playing like demo or
Oh,
something, or if I'm
boo-hoo,
playing like
these
soldier.
poor oppressed sniper mains who get 2-shot by a Scout. Like,
Oh boo-hoo! Oh boo! You
Cry me a
can't, like, you
river.
can't fucking one-shot him. Come on.
yeah, seriously.
It's just like
I'm
he
becoming a
gets on
cater.
high.
I hate sniper.
He just gets on the
Editor-
high ground. It's like, oh, I guess the fight is already won for him. Good
Editor,
job,
can you
Scout.
make
You
a
fucking
meme?
jumped up to a high place. Well done.
What are you talking
Editor-
about? You just
Editor, can you make the meme that's like the fat guy like absorbing all the water from a
Fish, we
pipe,
got-
and then like the skinny guy getting droplets of water, and the fat guy says Scout mains absorbing all the matchups, and then the skinny guy is sniper mains barely able to kill anyone or do
Fish,
any damage.
I gotta teach you how to stutter step. Like fighting a Scout as a sniper, it's actually really easy. I feel like like most time he'll win, but like
It's not just like listen.
there's good ways to fight counter it.
Listen, it's not just when I'm fighting sniper. It is when I'm playing fucking anything. Like
I think
I
you
just
I
okay.
have to
You want to know my
disagree.
opinion? I think you're just bad at the game.
okay. That's whatever.
Yoshi Puppy sent. Look at what Yoshi Puppy sent in positive vibes.
Harry Potter.
Yeah. Editor, put that on the screen.
Scouts are fucking annoying, and I don't know what you guys are on.
You're fucking annoying.
What are you
Okay,
talking-
hold on.
You know what?
I think I see what's happening here.
are
You
just a whiny
guys,
bitch.
you guys all have your mains, and you hate the class that counters you. I play every class, so I don't really get countered by anything, so that's why I don't hate every class.
Dude, people say I main sniper. Sniper counters pyro. I play sniper like because it counters pyro. Fuck pyro.
But what I think you've just gotten used to dying so much, nothing phases you anymore.
I think I'm good at the game.
Yeah, though I think you're
You
just
wanna know-
bad. Fuck
Oh
you.
I
my
think
God,
I'm
you
good
wanna
at the
know-
game. I think that's what
but
this is.
You want to know what class I think you hate fighting against the most?
Don't
MVM
say it.
Money.
Oh, he said it. Oh.
We're not talking about MVM, Blue. We're talking about the base game.
Yeah,
We're
the
gonna
there's
be
some money on the
talking
ground.
about
You should grab
MVM.
that.
We're gonna be talking about Rottenberg. Anyway, let's move on now.
Let's
to
move on
Heavy.
from me not liking fighting scouts because they're annoying.
How do you feel about Heavy Fish Stick on a Stick?
Heavy is only annoying when it's like on a payload cart and there's a medic shoved up his ass. Other than that, it's like it's fine.
Honestly,
agree.
I think the problem with Heavy, like not on objectives, I think comes down to the problem with a lot of other metaguns. I think, personally, in my opinion, I think 450 health is extreme. I would not be opposed to balancing out some of that health for extra movement speed for him because he's just painfully slow with them. I'm like, oh, I know he's supposed to be the tank, right? Like, I don't, like, whatever, but
I feel
it's
like
just,
every time I play heavy, like even if I am being overhealed, I can like really feel that health just drain away the instant I get into a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess, but it's just like, I don't know.
I like fighting heavy.
Heavy's fun to fight as, like, maybe Demo Man or Scout.
I find it pretty fun as like scout because it's just like you're jumping around his head, and he
Good
can't do anything
heavies,
about
oh
it.
my god, good heavies suck to fight, and by good heavies I mean people who aren't like terminally brain dead. Like,
No, that's mean.
oh
You're
my god,
mean.
wait, no, have we told you about this? We found the channel that sounds a lot like Strong Bad called Heavy TF2, and he made a video.
really?
He made a video called what was it called?
Heavy.
It was like
Oh,
a
like
heavy
Heavy
voice
TF2
actor
plays-
plays TF2
It was
for the
it was
first
a
time.
clickbait.
Not the heavy.
Yeah, it was like it was a video called like Heavy's voice actor plays TF2, and it sounds just like the Strong Bad guy.
Maybe it is him.
so much.
It's
but-
got like this emotional background music. Oh my god.
yeah, it's like Mozart or something. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's like
Bach.
that one song from Eva, the fucking like Asuka death song.
It is like he was insane at Heavy too. He was going like on a 20 kill streak.
He was spawn camping the team. Wait, play editor. Put up Heavy TF2 getting a fucking 20k on on bad water.
Oh my
Put
God.
the end of Evangelion song in the background.
Zenith, you do such a good impression of it too. That's like the best part.
Yeah, it's some
the
shit like
guy-
that.
It sounds like a halfway between your impression of Strong Bad and Strong Bad himself.
It could be strong bad.
Oh my God, imagine
Maybe
if
it
it was.
is.
The Fun Machine 5000 and Editor, put up the clip of Strong Bad again.
All right, editor, have that at like 1% volume, just playing repeatedly throughout the entire podcast.
Editor, cut out every single editor joke we've made so far so your job's a lot easier. There we go, I saved you.
Anyway, I have some things
Editor,
to
stick
say
a,
about
st-
Heavy,
stick a
all
pen
right?
up your butt.
No, not
What?
Editor,
Does
go
anyone
to
have-
butt sharpies and go to top post of all time.
Editor, put up the top 10 list of things I've shoved up my ass by volume.
Max
Top
volume.
10 things I've shoved up my ass.
And also make it like in a Wamo AI voice.
Top 10 things I shoved up my ass.
Charlie Critical shoved a TV remote up
Number
his
10,
ass.
Sunny V2's cock.
I shoved a shut. Ouch.
Number 9, Sunny V2's cock.
So if you just
Pencils.
Top 10 things Critical shoved up his ass. Number 9, his cat. Anyway,
D batteries.
wait, okay, anyway, what are we talking about?
Heavy.
Oh yeah, Heavy.
Right. Strong
Alright. I don't think that Heavy is overpowered, right? But
No.
I just think that the way he's designed is antithetical to a TF2 class.
How so?
antithetical. I'm a nerd.
Because
It's almost like every class is unique in their own way. You can't have all the classes be one homogenized pool of soup.
right, but the way that they're unique sucks. It's like there's a difference between...
I don't like it.
Okay, well, let me explain then. The way Heavy does not deal burst damage.
toys for Christmas.
TF2 is a burst damage game. Heavy
said
is
so?
a stream of damage.
Sentry gun is sustained damage. Flamethrower
Lazy
is
Purple
sustained
said it.
damage. What about
We'll
the
get to
pistols
en-
and SMGs?
We'll get to engineer. That's true. You know what? Lazy Purple did say that. Editor, put
Lazy-
up MF Doom in the background.
Put MF Doom. Editor, put up a clip of saying that TF2 is a movement shooter, even though 5 out of the 9 classes don't have significant movement tech.
And guess which classes are played in 6s though? It's the ones that do have movement.
Like Medic?
Well, okay, Medic is slightly different because he has
Medic
fire,
has
but
the quick fix.
the classes
That doesn't get used in 6s.
the non-healing classes that do have movement are the classes that people actually want to play. It's like notice how the other ones just aren't very fun.
They aren't generalists, though. There was a Funk video about this. You should know, because you love the depth of the art style.
Oh, that's
Some
true.
classes
You
are
know what?
specialists, some are generalists.
You know what? I like Funk too. Editor, play MF Doom again, but like layered on top of the first time you're playing.
Yeah,
Play-
and do
play
the Weezer
Funk's-
song. And I don't wanna be a nut man.
Oh my god, yeah, and put the outro
Yeah.
card for every
wanna
fucking
get
funk clone ever.
demonetized again.
Editor, and also the most creative comment is someone said that God left my voice on default in the character creator,
That's mean.
which I don't even agree with. It's like I don't think I even have a generic voice. The problem is that it's not generic. It's worse than generic.
You don't have my curse, Blue. You don't have my curse. You have it a
You
little
don't
bit,
have the
but not to
femboy
this
voice
extent.
curse.
Oh my god, I can't believe all my subscribers are drawing hot, sexy femboy art of me. Oh, it's such a curse.
No.
You guys sound kind of jealous of that.
Did you guys see the Reddit thread where somebody said, like, oh, can we just admit this guy's voice is like nails on a chalkboard? Is he on like HRT or something?
Bro.
Yeah.
Well, it's only because you play Woke Team Fortress 2 where
I play
everyone's
Woke
gay.
Team Fortress where we all huff HRT and have high-pitched voices.
Yeah, you go in the hormone pool in 2-4. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Heavy's overpowered, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Heavy.
well,
We're like, how many classes into this? We're 45
I
minutes
think-
in almost.
Anyway, sorry. If to quickly wrap up Heavy, I don't want to go on the full
Fuck.
rant. 'cause
Weapon reskin.
Sorry.
God damn it, though. The podcast is
Why?
15 minutes
we were
long.
So
I wanna
close.
get your work cut out for you. The what?
No, you're fucking editing this one. Have fun.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Soon as
Send
enough
me the
of no one
audio.
willing to
Nope.
edit the
I
type,
quit.
Randy.
I quit.
I'm editing your live channel. You want my help? You have to help me out. You have to help a brother
God
out.
damn it. You're right.
Yeah,
Hey guys,
you're right.
subscribe to Zenith Live.
No, don't subscribe to Zenith. Actually, subscribe to Zenith Live. Yeah.
Yeah, subscribe to Zenith so the what can get paid.
I'm also gonna edit for elmaxo Live and like Great Blue Live, Infinite Money Hack.
Weapon reskin.
And-
Weapon reskin.
Just kidding. Who watches that? Okay. Sorry, I'm done.
Somehow more boring.
Okay.
I'm done.
Anyway, back to what we're talking about. Fun TF2 facts.
Weapon reskins in TF2 have always seemed like a strange case to me. On one hand, if you like how a weapon works but hate how it looks, it's
Unusable
nice to be able to have it in your mind.
Hey guys, welcome to minute 10 of the podcast.
What I was talking about is I think Heavy would be more interesting if they made him a burst damage class. So if they gave him like a really high damage shotgun, and they also let him use soldier banners as his secondaries in addition to sandwich items.
I think that just
See,
makes
like,
it too
I feel like
samey.
that would be. I think that would be interesting for like a subclass sort of thing. I don't know about like a full conversion for
I
Heavy.
think
That
if
just
you
turns
made
him into
his
worse
main-
soldier, with none of the movement.
Well, no. Here's what I'm saying: if you made Heavy's primary shotgun do like 120 damage meat shots, have 4 4.
That also
shells,
sounds like it'd be really fucking annoying to fight.
But you had it like it's like Captain's shotgun in Risk of Rain, where you can like if you hold M1, it like charges it and the accuracy increases.
That also sounds really fucking annoying.
More annoying than a minigun, a constant stream of
Absolutely more
damage.
annoying than a minigun.
Like Heavy's the same deal as Pyro, but if you encounter him Rev, there's not even a timer that you're on because you just die instantly.
You know, like the shotgun dudes in Half-Life 2 and how they're the fucking worst thing to fight in the game? It sounds like that.
Sounds like
I think Heavy
Sniper.
is just doomed from the start. I think we should just delete him, to be honest.
No.
I think we should fart.
Heavy is fat and lovable, and we should keep him.
I think Heavy should eat a salad next time. Anyway, let's move
No.
on to Engineer.
Sorry.
I can hear Raw screaming in the distance.
What are you doing, Zenith? You're just making
funny.
fart noises and laughing.
What's up,
No,
guys?
the
Zenith
BRAP
TF2
episode,
here.
we're done with the BRAP
Today I'm
episode.
going to be talking about flatulence for an hour. It's really funny because when it comes out of my ass, it makes a funny
Stop,
noise.
Will. You're being too funny.
Stinky farts!
Zenith,
Stinky!
I understand why you steal J-Schlatt jokes now. These are your original bangers.
Ew.
See, the what's laughing?
Oh, sorry. So when you said it, like the half sarcastic, ironic tone, just made it oh, that's stinky.
Stinky!
This close to having actual discussion.
What? You were talking about
Weapon reskin.
fucking 30 minutes? Okay, let's have some fart jokes. At least we can put this in.
Stinky! Stinky
Alright.
doo-doo!
Are we talking about? Oh, we're talking about farts. All right, hold on.
Weapon reskins in TF2 have always seemed like a strange case to me.
Okay. Are we
Let's
back
talk
to
about
the-
why engineer's overpowered.
Engineer.
Can we get Ron? Can we get Ron right now?
I have no qualms with
I know.
engineer. I don't know.
I don't think anyone does here. I think that's Raw's thing.
Actually, no.
Yeah,
Raw,
honestly,
Raw
I'm-
did
I'm
bring
oh
up
wait,
a
I
good
got one
point.
thing: cooperative engineering.
Yeah, if
Even
you
Uncle
have,
Dan agrees
like,
on that.
if you have more than 2 or 3 engineers, it just gets ridiculous to take
Yeah.
down.
I think that there is. I was talking about this on my stream the other day. I think that there's a point on certain maps where it gets to a point of diminishing returns. If you have 5 engineers on a really tight last point, then it's just what are they even gonna do that 2 engineers or even 1 engineer wouldn't do? It's when you get super open, on King of the Hill or something, or more open last points, certain payload maps or certain 5CP maps. I think Sunshine is a good example. Then that's where it gets to a really problematic point where it's just this is unpushable.
I think that's more a
But then
map
that-
problem though than an engineer problem.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Sniper is on some maps, like Harvest.
Yeah,
that's a Harvest problem.
it's a mapping problem. But I also think that it's it is a similar issue to it's a similar situation to Sniper where it's oh hey, we're making this really difficult for you to push, but we're not gonna do a goddamn thing about pushing ourselves. Because Sniper sucks at pushing, the same as Engineer.
Yeah.
Also, part stinky.
Weapon reskins in TF2 have always seemed like a strange
We didn't
case.
even get that off track. What the hell? I was following that. What?
Okay, anyway.
Those are my thoughts on Engineer. Go ahead. Go
yeah,
off. Stop farting.
Well, number one,
Why is
I will
Pyro Cynical
agree.
playing? Sorry. Editor, put up Pyro Cynical shitty haircut.
Editor, put up the clip of Pyro Cynical with the fat Pyro mod.
Oh,
Editor, pull up Ancient Reality Green
fuck,
monitor.
okay.
Editor,
Oh,
can you
I
put
didn't
the
know I had that
entire,
mod on.
the entire 3-hour long video about Like just in the middle like of this one. Just put on like the entire 3-hour video.
Nope.
Ohio.
Don't care if there's a podcast. Are you
live.
doing podcast right now?
We're-
Yeah,
we're-
that's good.
We're talking
We're
about
podcasting.
Reskins and
We're doing a
TF2 voice.
Yeah, podcast. That's
Podcasting.
good. I'm recording
hey,
Audacity
hey,
for this.
elmaxo, do
No,
you
no,
wanna-
no, no, no. The what? I went to that subreddit, and you should hate yourself. That's all I want to say. I hate that it was sent. I hate that I scrolled through it.
Sharpie.
I-
anus?
No, the B one.
honey
r/honey. Yeah, that one. I don't like it. Did you talk about it on the podcast?
Yeah, we did.
We were talking
Horrible.
about messed up
So-
subreddits.
I have
This
a
podcast
question for
sucks.
you. Here's how that here's how that got started. So have you ever seen the video of the guy who's like talking about how much of a real one he is, and then he grabs a hornet's nest and eats it while singing his own?
Oh
theme
yeah, it's a
song?
classic. Yeah, no, I've seen that. That's a banger. Yeah, I've seen that one. Okay, that's slightly more excusable then.
The other thing, elmaxo, is have you ever heard about this fun TF2 fact?
Weapon reskins in TF2 have always seemed like a strange case to me. On one hand, it's not like how a weapon works, I hate how it looks. It's nice to be able to have another option to choose from. But on the other hand, reskins usually look like they would function differently than their
It keeps
counterpart. And I've always
going.
thought it would be neat
Why do you
if
have a
cool-looking
comp-
weapons like the Maul
Can I-
had more of an identity.
I'm gonna assume
than
that's not
it's
gonna
the
make
home
the
record.
final cut.
What are we even talking about?
Oh, we were trying to talk about heavy again. Oh wait, engineer. We're talking about engineer.
Yeah, we're talking about what I think.
Yeah,
what
the
our
one we probably have the
consensus
least to
was
say about.
engineer just kind of sucks if there's like a lot of them because
Mm.
it's just really annoying to try to take down a bunch of sentries, and also the Wrangler is just like.
Oh yeah, the
bullshit.
Wrangler sucks. But like, if we're talking about individual weapons that are just
Yeah.
like bullshit and overpowered, then
Yeah.
we have to
Yeah.
expand this talk a whole lot.
But yeah, we're kind of talking about classes
I-
at their core right now.
Yeah.
Personally, I think there should be a 50% damage penalty to sappers that are on buildings that aren't your own. But
I've been playing
Maybe.
Pikmin for the first time.
I just don't like how easy it is. Because honestly, I was laughing at Raw for thinking like, oh, you just suck against engineers. You're just coping. But it's like, no, after seeing some of the clips where it's like, and hearing his argument of, yeah, well, when there are like 3 of them, and even if you stab 2 and sap all of their buildings, the third one can unsap all of them and just undo all your
I
work.
think
And it doesn't
I
matter.
think a good compromise is that the engineer can destroy the sappers, but he can't repair the sentries. I think that's something Uncle Dane suggested. So, like, if the spy dies, goes for the kamikaze play, now you have like 3 sentries at super low health, and they're stuck that way because the engineers that
Yeah.
made them are dead.
Honestly, I would be fine with that. I think that's a good compromise. But
What about upgrading in that case? Because I feel like engineers being able to upgrade each other's stuff is like just a really nice quality of life thing, especially for things like teleporters, and dispensers and
teleporters.
stuff.
Yeah.
I think there should be a penalty for sentries only because it's a little bit annoying that
Okay,
you can
fair
get
enough.
that many sentries up that fast just by having 3 people sitting there hammering it.
I feel like that encourages engineer players to play smarter, which I think Raw could appreciate.
Yeah. Yeah, where I don't think engineer is a perfect class, but I think like Raw is just unfathomably racist.
He's
I just think
unfathomably
that's a problem.
racist.
Very much so hates Texans.
And oh my God, wait. Okay, so here's what I would
So it
suggest
hates
for
Weapon
engineer.
reskins and
God
TF2.
damn it.
Shut the fuck up!
So here's my suggestion for engineer. So engineer doesn't really have that many secondaries, and he's also canonically from Bee Cave, Texas. So what if we allow him to eat bees, and when he eats the bees, he says "woo-wee" and then dies instantly.
Well, no, what if he builds a bee dispenser that dispenses bees onto the enemies?
It's
That'd
just
be cool.
on the teammates too. If anyone goes up for help,
Yeah.
it just gets stung and
It's just like
as
it's
the
just like
guy's
an
theme
AOE
song
damage
plays.
over time thing. Like you step into the radius of the bee dispenser, it just
Have you guys-
dispenses bees all over you.
Have you guys heard of the gasoline challenge where people fill a cup up with gasoline and then they put it on a wasp nest and the wasps just like fly into the gasoline and die instantly?
How is that a challenge? It doesn't sound like a challenge for the human doing
It
it.
sounds
The
really easy.
It's called a gasoline challenge, and like you go up and you just go, punk, punk, and then all the wasps fucking fly out and they die, and it's like a great way
I
to
think we
kill
need to like
wasps.
teach TikTokers what a challenge is. 'cause
Yeah.
that sounds really easy.
The gasoline
Pest-
challenge, and then you drink it.
Pest control
Oh, and then
is
you
now a
drink
challenge.
it. Oh,
You
okay.
drink it after. You drink gasoline
you
and
eat
wasp.
the gasoline covered
wasp
beehive.
flavored.
I eat that for lunch.
You can do the same thing with a can of Mountain Dew. Why does it have to be gasoline?
Because it's funnier.
Gasoline smells good.
I guess the Mountain Dew challenge doesn't have the same ring. Oh, you
Y'all
know
ever
what?
just, like,
We
went up
gotta
to
do
gas
like
station and
that.
huffed it? Y'all ever pay $20? Like you go into the gas station, you're like, hey, can I get $20 on lane 12? And they're like, yeah, okay. And you go back and you just like pour it in your mouth. It's like,
I mean, to be fair,
Editor,
gasoline.
Editor, put out that one gif of the anime girl chugging gasoline.
Oh, yes,
Gasoline
yes.
has so many calories like in it that if you drank even a gallon, you would have enough calories to last the rest of your life.
Which is not very long because you just drank
Yeah,
a gallon
exactly.
of
I
fucking
mean, you
gasoline.
probably die, but
Same
I
thing
mean,
with
to be
uranium
fair-
too, right? Like it's crazy high in calories.
Oh yeah, uranium has like millions of calories in it. Or
Yeah,
something.
uranium is technically more calorie dense, but I prefer thorium, especially because you get it in like the little pretzel stick format. Like you go to like a nuclear reactor and you eat all their thorium rods and they kick you out.
Rods. You know, nuclear reactors are kind of gay now that you think about it because they're all about rods.
Yeah, it's just jamming rods into a hole, and it's like, that's just intercourse. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
gets
let's
all
talk
steamy in
about
there.
Sniper.
Sniper.
So
Sniper's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with him. Moving on.
Personally, I think they should inside of the Razorback. There, you know how there's like the little battery on the back.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they should update it so there's 50,000 bees inside of that battery, and anytime a spy stabs the Razorback, the bees like fly all around the map and kill everyone, and you just can't spawn it anymore. You're getting spawn camped by bees. I think that would be more fun than what the Razorback currently is. The point is that the
bees can
Razorback
clip inside
is
of your spawn.
bullshit, and so is the Darwin's Danger Shield.
Oh no, the sniper shields are fucking AIDS. They should just like completely rework those, I think.
I don't understand the point. Like, okay, I understand. Yeah, it's nice to have some way to mitigate a class, but not just delete your hard counter so you don't have to pay attention.
No, that's so stupid.
And it's like, oh, it's technically worse because the Girardi is better. Like, no one cares. If you're playing casual and you're the only person on your team targeting a sniper and they can equip one item to stop you, it's just dumb.
Yeah, it's really stupid. I hate the sniper shields. Like the cozy camper I think is fine, but like the Razorback and the Danger Shield are so fucking dumb.
Sorry, my
Weapon reskins.
I have to take a piss. You guys can talk.
Wait, I can tell that you didn't steal that one from Jay.
Why do you have to go off the podcast to take a piss? Like there's bottles everywhere.
Just piss your pants like a man.
He's not a real
I mean,
gamer.
we call this the potty, don't we? I mean, I don't see what the problem is.
Boo.
You guys want to know a really bad subreddit?
Lay it on me.
Not particularly, but go ahead.
Lay it on me. Hit me with it.
Here, let me see if I can find it.
This is gonna be horrible.
Hell yeah.
How do you know about all these? I feel like
I told you because me and my friend were in a competition in high school to find the most messed up subreddit.
Try not to come.
He would always
down,
win.
Jay,
He would
told us.
always win.
Is this the same guy that like watched FNAF porn on the school library?
No, I
computers,
didn't.
or what?
I didn't actually know that guy. Word gets around when somebody's
a missed opportunity.
when somebody's
for sure.
gooning to FNAF porn in the library. Everybody in the school finds out.
Oh,
That becomes a school legend.
While Zenith is pissing, can you talk about the guy who can teleport at your job? I don't think we talked about that on a podcast yet.
Okay. This is a long story. Are you committed for it?
What
Zenith-
up, Edgers? Welcome back to my new
Weapon reskins.
Edger.
All right. It's story time with TheWhat. So I'm officially full time on YouTube. I've quit my warehouse job. Now
Yay.
I get to tell stories of my time in hell.
Yeah, you're from warehouse to
Your
what
NDA
house?
is over.
All right,
One
so
man's journey.
at my job, there was tons of like genuine like schizos. People just saying crazy shit, acting like crazy. There was a guy who brought a bucket of fish to work and tried to dump it out in the trash can, and one of the supervisors found him. And that's not even the top of the crazy chart. There was this one guy, and I guess I'll just say his name is Jimmy for privacy's sake. And at first he just got a brain blast. He seems like this standard neckbeard guy, your standard variety neckbeard. He's lame. He's particularly unhygienic, but he's not that crazy. But then one day I'm with this guy and he whips out this little tidbit. He tells me that he can teleport when he gets angry. He specifies like Reaper from Overwatch, but only when he's angry. And
Oh my god.
a world of craziness opened on me for that day that took a long time to recover from. This guy would just say the most crazy shit ever. Like one time I was talking to the guy because I had to work with him because we were partners for a task, and he tells me that one time he was playing Five Nights at Freddy's role play in VR,
Oh, no.
and he mentions that there's this one girl who just walked up to him, and Jimmy, he was playing as Withered Bonnie, and he was just standing there. And he tells me he was standing there just so menacingly and creepy that this girl couldn't help but fall head over heels for Jimmy right at that very moment.
Jimmy.
And they started e-dating, apparently. And a week later, this romance is not to be. Apparently, they break up with their e-dating. And he tells me that he wrote a song about this heartless bitch who broke his heart. And he tells me,
I am stunned.
We are not even at maximum
making it with
schizo
a
yet.
bodysuit.
We're not even at 25% schizo yet. He tells me, I wrote a song about it, but I can't sing. Can you sing this song I wrote about this VR FNAF girl for me? And I'm like, dude, I can't sing.
God.
I can't do it.
I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
Zenith, you can sing. I've heard you sing that you're not gonna watch Mr. Beast no more.
I don't watch Mr. Beast no more.
Yeah, I think Zenith should sing that versus like his $13 special.
I have a story about my retail job.
No. I want to hear the rest of the what story.
Here, you
first.
can go because
you're not done? I thought you were done.
I have a lot more Jimmy stories. We can take
No.
a Jimmy intermission.
No, you keep talking about Jimmy.
We should have like Jimmy
I wanna
time
hear more
every
Jimmy
podcast
Neutron.
from now on.
Jimmy story.
All right.
We should have a Jimmy section.
It'll be like
this is the Jimmy
reading
cast.
Carl Pilkington's diary.
All right.
It's like the
What Jimmers?
Jimmy multiverse. Like
Dude.
more of the Jimmyverse gets revealed, the more podcasts you listen to.
I'm telling you, it's like reading Carl Pilkington's diary.
Okay, so
Pilkington.
we're continuing the Jimmy saga. Okay, so another thing that Jimmy did was I lost my train of thought.
Let me tell you something, Jimmy. These VR hoes ain't loyal.
It's like a whole happy family. It's a happy family. So there was multiple of this guy's relatives working at this warehouse, and apparently his brother, who worked there before I got there, apparently his brother said that he can do a Kamehameha in real life.
No.
Yeah, so it runs in the whatever he's got, it runs in the fucking family. And apparently this brother, Jimmy was telling me, is also one of the 4 horsemen of death. He said pestilence,
Which one?
and he said his father was another one of the 4 horsemen of death.
No, SpongeBob,
What?
not showering
He
for
also
a week
told
does
me-
not make you the horseman of pestilence.
He also told me that he had a $1,000 dagger imbued with real demon blood.
I thought you were gonna say that he told you he had 1,000 kills on his show.
He also
I was
told
like,
me
okay,
that's probably the
I would be
craziest thing
scared
you
of
ever
this
said.
guy.
That's the craziest thing you ever said.
He got 1,000 kills, dude. He's
And I'm like,
actually
bullshit.
gone.
I'm like, bullshit. No, you
no
didn't.
way. No shot.
Not even Spiky Mikey could do that.
It's impossible. It's freaking impossible.
Maybe I could. Maybe I couldn't.
I thought Spiky Mikey was the only person in human history that could.
Yeah.
He sends the feds after you if you get close.
You get to
He kills
999
you.
and men in black suits come and they chloroform you and put you in the back of a van and drive you away.
They drag you away from your PC. They confiscate it.
close, please!
They reset the strange, and if you somehow defeat the Men in Black, you hear like inside of like your like walls, Spiky Mikey like his echoey voice saying, "He like I know where you live," and then he bursts out through your wall. He holds up his real life shortstop with a strange clock on it that says 1,000. He points it at your head, and he says, "Maybe you'll live, maybe you won't. I don't really know." And then he just shoots you, and then you're dead.
Back to Jimmy Power Hour, and back on the topic of guns. Another time, I was talking to this guy,
boy.
and he said the 2 absolute worst things you could ever hear out of a guy's mouth in the same sentence. Because this guy says, "Oh yeah, I own 2 guns. It was kind of hard to get them because I spent a year in a mental hospital before I got them." Like, how can you jump from one thing in the other in the same breath and make it sound so fucking wrong? He said it in the same breath. He's like, yeah, I had to lie about it. I had to lie about staying a year in a mental hospital to get the guns, but I got them. Like, I had this mental image in my head that this guy was gonna come into work, like teleport in and blast everyone away with 2 shotguns like Reaper from Overwatch.
Oh my god, he is Reaper.
He's literally Reaper in real life. But this guy, he does not look like Reaper. He was really overweight. This guy never showered or used deodorant once in his life. I'm not kidding. When you could go to a place he was in at the warehouse, he could be gone for 5 minutes and you'd know he was there just by the stench alone.
That's why he was the Horseman of Pestilence.
Yeah, because he's fucking stinky as hell. And,
Stinky!
not only this...
Why'd you say it like that? You ruined it.
Not only this, but he would wear the same tiger tank top every day, and you would strap he would strap a speaker around his waist, and he would either play one of two things. He would either play Viking battle music or Five Nights at Freddy's dubstep music.
You're making this guy up.
I'm not. This guy was real.
This is a gaslight. This is a gaslight.
This guy was real, and I had to work with him.
No, I know it's not a gaslight because TheWhat told me this, like, not on any recording. I've heard the story or some of it before. He told this to us at PAX, so...
Yeah, he did.
I did, but I've never told you the full Jimmy extent. This guy, he started out working in trucks, so imagine being the poor guy who's partnered with this stinky-ass guy playing Five Nights at Freddy's dubstep. But, anyways, more Jimmy Power Hour. Let's see, what am I missing?
His demons.
The demons, yes. Oh, this is the best thing. Okay, so before we were at 90% schizo, we're reaching 100% now. So this guy, he told me one time, he's like, yeah, I have to watch YouTube, or else my demons will be unleashed onto the world.
No.
And he's not talking.
No way.
He's not talking emotional demons, like personal, like trauma. He's talking literal, real demons will come out of his brain and wreak havoc on the world if he doesn't watch YouTube.
Yes,
Bro, he's got a
what's Coco
stand.
Melon?
That's the shittiest stand power ever.
His chest opens up, like the demons come
The
out.
demons get unleashed onto the world if this guy doesn't watch.
Coco Melon off for
And then
5
put up
minutes of the
put up
demons.
the rematch in the game demon.
He stops watching
Bro, that's-
Markiplier play Iron Lung for 5 seconds, and suddenly Beelzebub is unleashed onto the world.
That's just cheap trick, but instead of someone seeing your back, it's I didn't watch YouTube
I didn't watch
videos for long
YouTube.
enough.
No, it's the guy, Notorious Big. It's the one that's supposed to die, but instead of dying, he just stops watching YouTube and suffers brain death from dopamine detox.
That sucks.
This guy, I was the only guy who would put up with his shit. So he would kept trying to be my friend. He's like, "What's your Steam account? I want to add you on Steam." And I would pretend to forget it every day.
Oh, I don't know, man.
For
Oh, I forgot.
months.
What? You're telling us we could have had this guy at the Chucklenuts Podcast?
We needed to. We need to interview him. Bro, there was
Jimmy,
this guy.
if you're watching this, if you're the crazy ass Wisconsinite watching this,
I
hit
think
us
we
up.
should have that guy in Strong Bad MGE.
There was this cart guy.
dude.
He was
We should have them
absolutely.
fight to the death in real life.
He was absolutely. I had a cart guy where I worked. He was absolutely schizophrenic. And like he'd come in and be like, "I'm having a panic attack," and he'd just stare at us for like 30 minutes, like
God.
dead ass. And I'd be like, "Come on, man, you got stuff to do, bro." Like fucking. And one time he's like, "Hey, man, you're a good friend to me. Can I have your phone number?" And I'm like, "No."
No.
I didn't make an excuse. I was like, "Nah,
Power move.
we're not cool
I
like
don't
that."
I don't have a phone. Just don't have one.
Yeah, I was like, my phone doesn't
I'm
work.
Amish.
I don't have or just say I don't have a phone number.
I have a phone, but it doesn't have a number on it.
Yeah, I have an iPod
forgot.
Touch. There was some. Okay, so, I guess I'll tell this story and then we gotta wrap it up soon.
I got one more Jimmy story.
Oh, you want to do your Jimmy and I'll tell my.
Listen,
Yeah, yeah,
We're only at an hour 15.
We're 20
We're
minutes
fine.
in.
Yeah, we're like 20 minutes in because 3/4 of this has been unusable. But anyways, so I mentioned earlier he was like incel neckbeard. He was like 100%, by the way. This guy would walk around and he's like, "Yeah, they called me the Phantom at my old job because I would teleport behind my coworkers to scare them." And then this guy, he would also be like, "Yeah, they also called me the Joker because I would just laugh and it would scare people." And every day he would come in, he would walk around the warehouse, he would just randomly go, "I'm so crazy," and he'd just walk around and he'd do that to everybody in the warehouse. He was literally trying to be the Joker in real life. So you'd be standing there, you'd be minding your business, and you'd catch something in the air, you go, "Oh no, he's coming," and he'd come right up behind you, and he'd go, "I'm so crazy," and then he'd spout the most schizo bullshit you've ever heard in your life, and like try to add you on Steam. I was literally playing a horror game, like it was scary, bro.
Oh
Bro,
my,
that should
maybe,
be- like, Jimmy should be
dude,
the
it
new
actually
mascot
was
in
like
a
Five
mascot
Nights at
horror
Freddy's.
game. Yeah,
Maybe he got his wish.
I can
It actually
see
was
why
like
the
Five Nights
girl
at Freddy's,
fell head
'cause
over
you have to,
heels
like,
for him now.
instead of checking the lights, you have to like check the smell.
Yeah, you have to
and
check the
you close
smell.
the door when he's coming.
Dude, that should be like the gimmick for the game. It's like it has smell-o-vision.
Oh my god.
I have yet
And
to
it's
smell
just
anything
body
as rank.
odor.
He literally smelled like a dead body.
So
Have you smelled the dead body?
I've smelled that. Jimmy. I smelled Jimmy.
Personally, in the next Batman reboot, I think they should actually make the Joker do that. So the Joker can now teleport, and he blares FNAF
But only
dubstep
when
when
he's
he's fighting
mad.
Batman. Yeah, when he's mad.
Yeah, you catch a sniff in the air and you go, "Oh no, he's coming!" And then in the horizon,
Oh, no.
you hear FNAF dubstep playing on the speaker.
And Joker's furious, and he teleports in and goes, "Hello, Batman."
He teleports in and he goes, "I'm so crazy!"
I'm quite the quirky fellow, aren't I?
You know who else can teleport when they get angry? Yeah, believe it or not, this guy got fired.
I don't think you can
No.
Yeah, he got fired.
kidding.
Totally can't,
Word on the street has it that the supervisor came up and fired him, and we all blinked, and he was gone. Nobody ever saw him again.
He
No.
teleported.
He teleported away.
Dude.
No one ever saw him again.
And then dark clouds came over your store as
Yeah,
as the demons came.
He plays
He's like, "That's it. I'm turning my YouTube off." And he unleashes
Markiplier, take a seat.
It's
time for the real demons to come out and play.
And from the skies above,
Neuralink.
you hear the living tombstone blare out. We're waiting every night to find
But it's like really slowed down and reverb,
making it creepy.
He's like, "That's it. The Neuralink that blares Cocoa Melon in my head. I'm taking it out." And like you see like horrifying demons flood the warehouse and just like start murdering everyone.
Holy fuck.
What's your
Yes.
coworker?
Zenith, your
No,
story
this
better
is,
top
Yeah,
Uh,
can you top Jimmy?
This is this is a customer actually. This isn't a coworker.
Is it
I
the
may-
stinky old lady?
Oh, did I tell a story already? Fuck.
Is it the shit pant lady? You've
I
not told
tell-
on a podcast.
I think you've only
Okay,
said that
well-
one on the stream.
Okay, so let's
Yeah, that might have
pretend.
just been schizo.
that I've never told you this story. Okay.
Okay, well,
Uh-huh.
who's the? Okay.
I wanna hear it
I've
again.
definitely not heard
What-
about
what's
a
shit
grandma
pants
who
lady?
shit
I've
her
never
pants
heard
in
of
Home
shit
So-
Depot.
lady.
So this was like a coworker story. I wasn't there. I came in later.
Alright.
But what happened was that my person, someone was checking my girlfriend actually, she was checking the prices for a customer, and she went over to like aisle 11, and all of a sudden she saw these brown droplets just on the floor, and she was like,
Like pellets, like a guinea pig would leave behind.
no, it was like wet. It was like brown droplets.
Oh, like a
Or-
trail.
Like water. Yeah, it looked like water. Yeah. So she was like, okay, I'll check that after I check the price. So she checks the price. She gives it to the person. You know, she deals with that asshole customer, whatever. She goes back.
And then she goes to deal with the asshole customer.
And she deals with another asshole, if you know what I'm saying. Because she walks down a little bit, and it turns to the next aisle, like the droplets. So she goes over, and in aisle 12 is a massive pile of shit.
Stinky!
But this isn't a bit this time. This is real shit that smells horrible.
Oh my god. Maybe Zenith's sense of humor is like a way to cope with this.
Yeah.
Coping
So-
with
so
this.
traumatized by it.
So she's like, oh, that's cool. And so she calls maintenance. And she follows the trail of shit more, and it leads to this lady in the meat department. And the lady
Dude.
is
You don't mix your
currently
meats with your poops.
she is currently touching all the meat. She is touching them
no
all,
meat touching,
rubbing her
man.
hands on them, like picking up every single one, seeing if the meat's good. And she goes up to them and goes, hey, she tells the manager, and the manager goes up to them and they go, hey, look, I get you're in this situation right now, but you gotta go. Cause this,
You
this ain't
gotta
happening.
go.
And she's like, yeah, I do gotta go. No, she didn't.
Shit's on all
No,
the
she didn't
meat.
do that.
You dare challenge me, Sonny?
Is that a challenge?
No, she didn't do that. But yeah, so she's like, can I at least check out? Cause I have some stuff. And the guy's like, yeah, fine, just go, please. So she goes over to our what's it called? Fucking express checkout, because she had like 5 items or something.
Alright.
5 very stinky items.
She puts her stinky ass items on the thing. The person there right now is literally like putting her shirt over her fucking nose
Been there,
because
done that.
obviously. They scan it at the first item, and the lady goes, "Wow, that's expensive." Like that's the fucking problem right now. like she has not shit in her pants. Like
Lots of
she's worried
shit.
about the price of the orange juice that she's buying. Are you fucking kidding me?
And then she's just like, oh wait, hang on, I see the problem here. And then she like just kind of like
She
licks
waddles
her
over
thumb,
like.
wipes off the fucking scan barcode. And it's just like,
Squidward
oh, see,
walking
there's your
noise.
problem there. There was a little bit of my feces on it.
A little bit of brown on there. Sorry.
Yeah.
She walks over to the
got
barcode.
mixed
It's like
up.
the Squidward walking noise.
And then the worst part. This is the worst part. She's going to check out, and she puts her card in, and then the fucking register freezes.
Oh no.
And what happens when it freezes is that we have to re-ring the whole order. So she had to go to another register, and now my girlfriend had to help her while she was shitting her pants. And she had to check out the stinky customer, fucking with the orange. And she complained again about it. I always thought that she didn't realize she shit her pants until she got in her car and she sat down and you heard a. And she's like, oh no, I shit myself. Uh-oh.
Oh no, bro.
I never told this part. I know I haven't told this
Didn't
part.
she come back?
She came back, yeah. And
Return.
she didn't shit her pants this time. But something much worse happened.
Oh.
She had a big order this time. She had a big cart, big order. And she was checking out. And my friend who was helping bag, he was like, "Hey, I can help you bag." And she's like, "Okay, great." So she this is disgusting. So she gives him the bags, and you know how like when you try opening a bag, you stick your hand in it and you like wave it around.
Yeah.
He sticks his hand in it. His hand comes out. And there's shit on his hand. There's fucking feces on his hand. This lady exploded with shit. There's just shit, like everything's covered in shit. I don't understand. How is that even possible?
Okay,
And he was like, he freaked the fuck out. He went to the bathroom and did not leave that place for like 30 minutes.
I
He
would
was
have
like,
vomited on the
he
spot.
was-
That's
he was-
impressive though. Like it doesn't really take that much effort to shit your pants, but to also shit your shirt, like that's like,
in the
that's some
fucking
skill.
bag. He shits in the bag.
Holy shit!
How do you shit in a bag?
That's
How do you
fucking
live
impressive.
like that?
How do you shit in a bag? All right, well let me show you. I mean, it's like,
Ew.
it's really not that hard. It's not rocket science.
Yeah, then I made a song about it. I covered
Yeah,
I covered
but-
on
But you can't
Yeah,
sing it.
so you have to get me
Sugar
to sing
We're
what
going down.
I shit my pants.
No, I
I'm
can't-
shitting
I
and
can't
pooping and farting.
I can't sing it because it has the store name I worked at, but it was like I'm gonna shit my pants at the like that. Like
The
that.
Old Town Road. Oh.
Gonna shit
Old
my
Town- yeah.
pants on the old.
It was
Kids
it's a
Bop,
cover
imagine
of
Shit Bop.
Yo, imagine.
Shits Bop.
I can make that. I have so many poop parodies.
Well, to be fair, I think it already is shit
I'm
boss.
shitting and
I've-
pooping and farting.
I have so many shit parodies, like the fucking
We know.
We
It's
should
okay.
become a band. That's what we should
I-
do.
We should.
I don't-
Okay, let's make a song.
We don't need to hear about all your
Let's
shit
make a song.
parodies.
Okay. I'll be the drums and you guys like add on to it, okay?
Okay, all right. I'll do the lyrics.
Boom, boom,
Weapon reskins and TF2 voice sample. Weapon reskins and TF2 voice sample.
Well, shit, now we have to cut
On one
this
hand,
shit
I
out.
like how a weapon
No!
looks, I hate how it looks,
Stop!
and to be able to
Stop!
have the choose from, but on the other
Wait,
hand,
keep the beat going. We can
Stop.
we can mute Blue's mic. We can keep going. Okay, Fishstick, now you're on the lyrics. We'll just mute Blue's mic for this.
Weapon reskins and TF2 voice seem like a strange case to me. On one hand, if you like how
Thank you guys for watching the Chucklenuts Podcast.
Yep,
I'm done.
okay,
I can't
no,
do
hold
it.
on.
Wait.
If you,
But we have to close out on the actual topic, don't we? How do we rebalance Spy?
If you don't
so-
like and subscribe,
Remove
Jimmy will
backstabs.
teleport behind you with his famous shotguns and blast you to Kingdom Come. So you make sure to
Okay,
like
we
and
should-
subscribe, or his demons will come out.
We should replace Spy with Jimmy, and instead of having a knife, he just has 2 shotguns.
He has
to kill you
YouTube.
instantly.
I think that instead of a knife, the Spy should have a bee stinger, and then he stings people in the back, and then he dies immediately afterwards.
Pretty much the same thing.
Also, yeah,
All
instead of
right.
like when you like bump someone when you're cloaked, instead of like shimmering, they can just smell you.
Add
They just
smell
eat you.
illusion to TF2.
All right,
they-
boys.
All right, that's it.
All right, boys. Thank you for watching Chucklenuts episode 22.
21.
This is podcast season 2, episode 1, actually.
What makes it
Is it
season
now?
2? The fact that we
it's season
just didn't
2.
do anything for 4 months.
we just
Is that
we
an
just-
excuse?
you have to do it for
We're
4
making
months, yeah.
podcasts again.
Yeah, we're actually doing it regularly now. That's what makes it season 2.